And for the latest developments, DD India's Salman Qazi joins us from Srinagar, and DD India's Dibyendu Mondal is tracking the updates from New Delhi. Well, Salman, Indian Army has also foiled a major infiltration bid in the Baramulla region of the Jammu and Kashmir. We understand that 2 terrorists have been eliminated. Give us the latest. What exactly is the situation now?
There has been an infiltration bid in the Uri sector of the Baramulla district in the North Kashmir, and the army basically confronted and they secured the area. There has been an exchange of fire, and there are reports that two infiltrators have been killed in this operation.
Right. Also, Dibyendu, if you could tell us, as we know, the Prime Minister also cut short his visit to Saudi and reached early morning to Delhi today. Also, he took an impromptu meeting at the airport regarding the situation immediately on landing. Of course, stressing on the dire situation at the moment without even sparing a moment.
Well, Nipakshi, that's right. You know, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi had to cut his visit to Saudi Arabia short. It was a 2-day visit to Saudi Arabia, but given the situation that unfolded since yesterday, after the news of innocent tourists being shot at by gun terrorists at the meadows in Pahalgam, reached the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister decided to cut short his visit to Saudi Arabia and come back to India. He boarded the flight at about 9 p.m. last night from Saudi Arabia, and he landed in the morning at about 7 a.m. here in New Delhi. As soon as he landed, he did not waste even a moment, and conducted a review meeting of the operations or of the situation that is underway in Srinagar at the airport itself. The meeting was attended by NSA Ajit Doval, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, as well as Foreign Minister Jaishankar. All of them were present in the meeting. The Prime Minister was apprised of the current situation in Srinagar, and also what the security apparatus have been put in place in Srinagar and elsewhere in the country, given the fact that there is an imminent threat that comes after a terrorist attack. And the Prime Minister did take stock of the situation as soon as he landed here in the national capital of India, which is New Delhi. So, of course, we also know that Home Minister Amit Shah, also went to Srinagar yesterday itself, held a meeting with the security apparatus of Jammu and Kashmir, including the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, as well as the LG Manoj Sinha. So, of course, the Home Minister will also be there, is what we are understanding today, till late afternoon or maybe till late evening, and take stock of the situation. We have also been reporting that Home Minister could perhaps visit the site of the incident in Pahalgam later in the day. And, a cabinet committee on securities meeting has also been called by the Prime Minister.
Amit Shah is already there at the site. Home Minister Amit Shah is there at the terror site, and he's laying the wreaths on the deceased. Home Minister Amit Shah is at the site right now. Well, condemning the gruesome terror attack, Union Home Minister had also held a high-level meeting yesterday in Srinagar, and right now he is at the site himself to take the full situation, to take report of the full situation at her hand. Home Minister yesterday reached Srinagar and he took a high-level meeting in Srinagar. He also briefed Prime Minister Narendra Modi about the incident. And we again, Salman Qazi is with us from Srinagar. Well, Salman, Home Minister Amit Shah has visited the site there. What's the latest?
The latest is that to the hospital where GMC Anantnag, where there are some of the injured have been admitted there, and he will likely interact with them. And afterwards, he will again take a post review meeting for the security, and then afterwards there would be perhaps the security forces would be and the security establishment here would be releasing the full details of the yesterday's attack.
All right. Debindu, if we talk about the global leaders who have come out strongly against the Pahalgam terror attack, could you walk us through the international response to what many are calling a heinous act of terror for what it was?
Well, Lipakshi, that's right. Since yesterday, since the news of the attack came to the fore, we have seen the world standing united behind India to counter terrorist activities on its soil, and also to protect the integrity and sovereignty of India. We have seen US President Donald Trump as well as Russian President Vladimir Putin giving out strong statements against terrorist activities and their nefarious activities that has been carried out on the soil of India. We have also seen the European Union stand by India. We have seen, the Muslim world, including UAE and Saudi Arabia, where Prime Minister himself was there. He held a meeting with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia on this particular issue, and Saudi Arabia have committed to stand by the side of India to counter terrorism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also held a telephonic conversation with US President Donald Trump, who has said that terrorist activities will have to be condemned with the strongest voice from the nation. He also did talk about all support that is required will be provided to India to weed out terrorism, and the world stands united together today against terrorism and to weed out terrorism from the world. We've seen Italian Prime Minister Giorgio Meloni, as well as other, even our neighbors like Sri Lanka, Singapore have also did come out with a strong statement against terrorist activities and have condemned this terrorist attack, which have claimed almost 26 innocent lives who had gone to Srinagar to celebrate, their holiday or their vacation, and on this beautiful meadow of Pahalgam. So the world seems united. Even Iran, Israel, UAE, all equivocally have condemned this terrorist attack that have taken place yesterday in Pahalgam. So, of course, at a time like this, when the world stands behind you, India is getting more strength from different parts of the world. And this support that the world is showing towards, towards weeding out terrorism gives India the moral support that is needed at a time when the country is under a grief and shock of what happened yesterday. And of course, the Muslim world standing beside India also gives out a strong message to Pakistan that their nefarious activities to disturb peace in the Kashmir region will not go down well with the world, as well as, of course, with India. And India would give them, give it back tooth and nail. So, of course, this message also clearly goes out to Pakistan that their terrorist activities and their infiltration bids that they have been carrying out in India over the last several decades, ever since independence, will not go down well. And, India will give a strong response to this terrorist activities that is being carried out by Pakistan.
Right.
And what we learn is that the LET offshoot have been responsible for this terrorist attack. So, of course, this will not go down well, and the world stands united, Lipakshi.